We've had a little bit of a blip in form, but we're still in contention at the top of the Premier League table, and we can secure ourselves a place in the Europa Conference League knockout stages with a win today. Hello everyone and welcome to part 11 of a Selhurst Success Story, and an episode in which we can secure a place in the knockout stage of the Europa Conference League with a win over Red Star, and then 2 days later we face Arsenal in the league. As you can see from there in the table, we're currently sitting in 4th position, 4 points behind Manchester City at the top of the table. Before we get going in this episode, please do leave a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to know when future videos are going to be released. I know videos are a little bit few and far between at the minute. I'm extremely busy at work and with family life and stuff like that, so I'm finding it a little bit hard to find the time to actually record. I'm going to try and spend a little bit more time recording on my days off and trying to build up the videos in advance so that I've got plenty to keep sharing with you. But it would also be nice to see people liking the videos and stuff and give me that little bit of a boost to continue doing it, you know. In the last episode, we beat Tottenham to move to the top of the table at the Premier League, and we beat Sheriff 4-1 in the Europa League, the Europa Conference League, sorry. We did have a bit of a blip. It was that classic football manager thing when you qualify for Europe, you play well in Europe, and then your league form dips. It happens to everybody, and it happened to us. We lost to Leicester 1-0 away, then we beat Victoria in the Conference League, and then we lost at home to Everton. We then beat Red Star, struggled to a 2-2 draw against bottom of the table Norwich, despite the fact that they had a player sent off in the 47th minute. Then we scraped a 1-0 win over Bournemouth, thanks to a 72nd minute goal from Odsonne Edouard. Then we played Brighton, who themselves were bottom of the table by the time we played them, and we needed a 91st minute goal, I think it was, from Michael Elise to get a 1-1 draw. We then beat Millwall 3-0 in the EFL Cup, and then we finally got another win in the Premier League. So it's 4 games without a defeat in the league. What's that? 2, 4, 6 in all competition. We play Red Star today at home. 5:45 kickoff. I expect that would be, if that happened in real life, it would be quite difficult knowing where Selhurst Park is and stuff. A win will see us qualify because at the minute we've won all our games. Red Star are on 4 points, Sheriff on 3, Victoria are on 1. Regardless of what happens, if we win this, we move to 12 points. Red Star will stay on 4 with only 2 games left, so both teams can't catch us. If Red Star can pick up a win and Sheriff win, then it keeps it alive. Arsenal at home in the Premier League just 2 days later. Poor scheduling, in my opinion, that is. Arsenal currently 8th in the Premier League, 5 points behind us, and like I said before, we are still in the battle for the top places. I've said before though, I don't consider us to be title contenders. Man City, Liverpool are a lot better than us. I don't consider us to be title contenders. But I want to be in the battle for top 6. Top 4 if possible, but definitely top 6. Right. Let's go and play a game of football, shall we? The main bit of team news ahead of this game is the fact that our star striker, top scorer, and player who is being looked at by all the top clubs in Europe, Odsonne Edouard, is injured and he will miss the rest of this month. He's got a pectoral strain suffered in training. Says he's expected to be out for 3 to 10 days, but I presume he's going to miss the rest of this month. So Adam Plozek moves into the advanced forward role, and Asprilla comes in on the left. So the team is Livakovic in goal, Argu, Anderson, Renan, Mitchell, Grilic, Braganza, Elise, Asprilla, Petkovic behind Plozek up front. We need to field a strong team here, because then if we win, we're through and we can rest players in the last the last couple of games. I haven't played for a few days. I haven't even turned my laptop. Well, I've turned my laptop on, but haven't put Football Manager on. So there is the possibility that the game will punish me here, and we'll end up getting beat over and over again until I show my loyalty and carry on playing all the time. But hopefully we'll pick up a win in this game. We've played well in Europe so far. Like I said, it did affect our league form a little bit. Draws against Norwich and Brighton, defeats against Leicester and Everton. Hopefully that doesn't damage our challenge towards the top of the table too much. I mean, nobody wins every game in a season, do they? Nobody stays unbeaten unless you're the Arsenal Invincibles from all those many moons ago. And not much has happened in that first half. Not a single highlight. 0-0 at half time, 14 shots on goal, 6 on target for us. 1.05 XG, most of the possession, but nothing's happened. There hasn't been a single highlight, and I'm going to say I don't like what I saw, just to see if I can give them a kick up the backside to actually do something. But the players seem to be playing well enough. Morale seems quite high. And this is the first highlight of the match in the 54th minute. Moving into the 55th minute of the game. There's a long ball over the top. And Red Star are through it, and Red Star are 1-0 up. I said it, didn't I? I said it at the start of this game that I haven't played for a while, and I've got a funny feeling that the game is going to punish me. If you played Football Manager as much as I have, and as much as, well, I haven't even played it as much as a lot of people have, but if you've played Football Manager a lot, you know that if you don't play it for a few days, the game has a tendency to punish you. And I think the game is going to punish me here. Although Asprilla has got the ball on the left. He flicks it back to Grilic. Braganza, Asprilla back to Mitchell. Mitchell's cross is cleared, but only as far as Argu. Plays it back. Grilic, Elise, Klozek. And that is the equaliser. I was waiting for a flag then. But Adam Klozek playing as he advanced forward for the first time. Elise cuts it back. Klozek in at the near post, and we're level. And maybe all my talk about the game punishing me isn't going to come to fruition, and we're going to turn it on now. We've got a game in a couple of days, so I need to make a couple of substitutions. Let's just see this highlight out, and then we'll think about making a couple of changes. There's a sprayer through. Klozek, clear, one-on-one. And poor finish. Poor finish. Right. Braganza isn't playing very well, and he isn't the fittest. So we'll bring Eze on for him. We'll change his role to an advanced playmaker. Take Petkovic off from the Teta. And we'll bring Mark Gahey on for Renan. And that's our triple substitution in the 72nd minute. Let's just hope we don't get any injuries now. A draw wouldn't be the worst result here, to be fair. I want to win, but a draw wouldn't be the worst result. It's Klozek, Mateta. Eze to Klozek, and Klozek gives it away. Red Star were going to look to break, but Gahey has come through and stolen back possession. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. We're going to play around with it in our own half. Let's just hope we don't give it away. Elise, brilliant cut through to Klozek, and Klozek basically just passes it to their goalkeeper. And was offside anyway. So it doesn't really make any difference. Elise with a corner. Gerhi heads it wide or over. I think it was wide. There have been more highlights in this half, but most of them, nothing's actually happened. There's Grilic, smashes the ball over the top. Their keeper comes out, clears it long, back to Mitchell. And Asprilla, Mateta hits the crossbar. Red Star are going to look to try and steal a late goal here. Asprilla, Klozek. Penalty. Looked a little soft, to be fair, but that is a penalty. And who's this stepping up? Is it Michael Elise? Yeah, Michael Elise with a penalty. And Elise slots it home, bottom corner. And that is Crystal Palace 2, Red Star 1, and should secure us a place in the knockout stages of the Europa Conference League with 4 wins from 4 at the first time of asking. And I was slightly concerned that the game was going to punish me, but we've ended up, Mark Gerhi has just added it, icing on the cake, cherry on the top. We've added sprinkles, and that is 3-1. And never in doubt, really, was it? I thought I'd just, boost the drama. I'll talk about the punishment and stuff for dramatic effect. It was never going to really happen, was it? Right, Elise, 9.6. Man of the match, played brilliantly. Klozek, 7.9. Defence was solid. Mark Gerhi with a winner. And it's a very good win. As you can see, 8 points clear now at the top of the group with only 2 games left to play. Means we are through to the knockout stages. Pretty well done, really. 4 games in, already qualified. And now let's hope the players are not too tired for a Saturday kickoff against Arsenal. Right, just as I was about to start that game, my dog started barking at another dog that she could hear about 4 miles away. So I did actually start talking about the team selection for today. And then the dog started barking. So I had to go and put her into the other room so that I could actually continue recording. So you're not going to see the team properly, but we've got Livakovic in goal, Argu, Gerhi, who comes in for Anderson, who needs a rest, Renan, Tyreek Mitchell, who is extremely tired after the last game, is probably not going to see this game out. Koyate comes in for the suspended Florian Grilic. Braganza continues his role as a box-to-box. Elise on the right, bit tired, may not see out this game. Yasser Asprilla on the left. Jean-Philippe Mateta comes in for Petkovic, and Adam Klozek is the advanced forward yet again. And is another one who is extremely tired after playing on Thursday night. Still can't work it out. Play on Thursday night and then 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. The scheduling is absolutely atrocious. But we have got players on the bench who can come in if needs be. I mean, we've got like Damari Gray, Ebery Eze, who can play the wide positions. We've got Rob Street, who comes comes from the under-23 team, who can play up front. We've got Casas, who can play on the right as right back. We've got Mepham, who can play in defence. We've got Riedeveld, who can play left back, midfield, whatever. So we have got options, although our squad isn't the biggest. It's an issue that we've had. I mean, there was a lot of players that were released at the end of contracts and stuff who were just there basically to make up the numbers in the squad. They went and we haven't really replaced them. And Arsenal, good save from Livakovic. I thought Arsenal were going to score really early then. Yeah, we haven't really replaced them. I mean, I don't want a team full of squad players who are going to keep moaning about not playing. I want a core 11 to 16 that can rotate a little bit. And then I want some backup. And his Klozek, can he actually force a chance here? Plays it in. Mateta's header goes wide. Yeah, I want some backup players to come in, but I weren't able to find quality backup. I weren't able to find players who were quite good, but were willing to be a backup or a fringe. So our squad is a little bit light. So situations like playing 2 games in 3 days, and if we get injuries and suspensions and stuff, we haven't got a massive squad. Mateta to Elise, back to Kouyaté, Braganza, Elise. Poor pass, really, but Braganza gets it back to Asprilla, Mitchell, Mateta, trying to find our way through here. Asprilla, Mitchell bursts into the box, and a very weak effort. That could have been our chance to take the lead there. Man City have just taken the lead against Chelsea, which should put them back on the top of the table. After Tottenham won in the early kickoff. Arsenal playing some good football. Nketiah's through, and that is 1-0 to Arsenal. Poor defending. And the keeper didn't really do much either. We allowed them to play football there. Mitchell run off of Saka for some reason. The defence stood still as Nketiah broke through. And yeah, Arsenal 1-0 up. Can't say I don't really deserve it. They've had most of the possession. Got higher XG. And now they're going to add a second, aren't they? They're not Gurley. Clears. Klozek. Seems to forgotten how to play football. It's just, that's another thing that really annoys me with this game, is the fact that when players are tired, they forget how to play football. And Klozek's a wonder kid. He's 2-0, look. A load of bollocks. Klozek's a wonder kid. He's extremely skillful. He's a brilliant player. Just because he's only like 35% full condition, he's not going to completely forget how to kick a football. Doesn't happen in real life, does it? Oh, a player played 2 games in 3 days. He doesn't know how to play the game anymore. He might be a bit tired, might not be able to run around as much, but he's still going to remember how to kick a ball. Stupidness. Not really doing anything here, so I'm going to put Mateta as the advanced forward. He isn't really suited to that role. He's only 2.5 star. And then I'm going to give Rob Street a game. He's only a 1-star striker, but he can't do no worse than we have been, can he? And then we'll take Asprilla off for Eze, who can play as the inside forward. Elise will probably come off at some point. Did I just make those changes? Yeah. I can't remember if I made them or not. A couple of half-time substitutions to try and freshen things up. Although with half the team looking like they're on their last legs, I can't see it freshening it up much. We're going to move to attacking here. If we're going to lose, we're going to lose anyway, ain't we? So whether we lose 5-0 or 2-0, it's still a defeat. We need to try and do something to get back into this game. Mateta, Kouyaté, Street, Gurley. Trying to build from the back here. Braganza. Through to Street. Elise. Agu. Elise. Can he cross it? No, he can't. Agu can, though. And Eze at the back post. And that is probably going to be disallowed. The goalkeeper's running all around the place doing dances and all sorts. Oh, it's awarded. We're back in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Elise Argu, I thought that our luck was going to be that it was going to be disallowed. Argu, first time. Eze was nowhere near offside, to be fair. Nowhere near offside. They didn't even show the lines and stuff. It was that clear that he was on. The referee just wanted to wave his arm about, and the keeper wanted to do a dance. But there's Nketiah through and puts it wide. Let's shout a bit of encouragement here and make our last sub. We are going to take off Elise because he's only on a 6.3. Because again, the super skillful players forget how to play football when they're tired. Move Damari Gray on and hope that we can try and nick an equaliser. 5 minutes of added time and Arsenal get the highlight. Say that we try and nick an equaliser and then Arsenal get the highlight and they're probably going to score a third. Braganza just threw himself at the ball, but Argu's stolen. What's happened there? Stolen possession and then give the ball away straight away. But luckily Arsenal's chance was awful. But they're going to have another highlight. Have another go. Have another go. You didn't score that one. And Braganza's going to get sent off. Fantabulous. Oh, yeah, that's another thing, isn't it? When players are tired, they get sent off. Stupid game sometimes. What's happened here? Cancel. Play. It's just ridiculous. Like, because players are tired, they forget how to. All right, that in real life, players do miss time challenges when they're a bit tired and stuff like that. But every time you play two games close together, you end up getting players sent off. It's Mateta to Street, who tries to find Gray on the right and gives the ball away. Just need one more clear-cut chance, but we can't seem to muster it. We've got a minute to do it. And that's a poor pass from Tyreek Mitchell. Gives the ball away. Out for a throw-in. Surely this highlight. What? I don't understand this game sometimes. That whole highlight there was just because of a back pass that Mitchell played to the keeper that was clearly nowhere near over the line, so they can show the goal line technology in action. We've just lost. 2-1 defeat. We've just lost. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed at the scheduling. I'm annoyed at the fact we've just lost. I'm annoyed that we've had a player sent off. I'm annoyed that the game seems to think that because a player's a little bit tired, he no longer knows how to play the game. Michael Elise with a 6.3. Adam Plozek couldn't even control the ball or pass the ball or anything. Tyreek Mitchell couldn't do anything. Basically, we have just lost because we're tired. A fully fit side there beats Arsenal all day long. Still fourth, but the gap at the top is now 7 points. And the chasing pack outside that top 7 European places is 5 points behind us. So we are going to rest some players for the next game. And we've got a massive gap coming up anyway, haven't we? Because it's the 2022 World Cup soon. So we've only got, 5 more games before the mid-season break, before the winter break. We've got Victoria and Sheriff in the Conference League. We're already through with that, so we're probably going to rest a couple of players, play a little bit of a rotated squad, maybe even give a couple of under 23s a go. And we've got Man United away, Villa at home and West Ham at home. I'm not going to show them ones, but I am probably going to come back for the Man City game. We'll do a little World Cup roundup of who won the World Cup in this save on Football Manager 22, because it's probably different for everyone. And then we'll play Man City away on Boxing Day. So that's the plan. But it all depends on other results. If we go on a run now of like 3 straight league defeats and we're playing awful, I might come back in the middle of January and try and play an easier game. But we'll see what happens. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to know when future videos are released. Like I said, any likes that I see, comments, etc., etc., it makes me feel like it's worthwhile doing this. I'm still a new channel. I've only been doing it a couple of months. Was it 50 videos maybe? Something around about the 50 video mark. I'm getting a handful of people watching videos. It's actually growing. It's growing bit by bit. I still only get maybe 15, 20 views on a video in the first few days. But things are picking up. Things are picking up. But what isn't is the likes and the comments and stuff. So hopefully people will see this, like, comment, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm going to leave you be for this episode, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.